Hi, my name is Becca, and I'm in a group with Jessica Wolf, Mary Sylvester, and Brittany Porter. This is our wiki site. Our group lessons are focused on mathematics, and our title to our wiki site is the lessons on Introduction to Multiplication and Multiplying Whole Numbers by 2, 5, and 10. Our lessons are focused on 3rd graders. My lesson, which is over here, focuses on how to multiply by the whole number 10. The title to my lesson is How to Multiply Whole Numbers by the Whole Number 10. My lesson is based on the course standard Interpret Products of Whole Numbers and the technology standards Creativity and Innovation and Communication and Collaboration. In grades 1 and 2, students would have learned how to add and subtract, and students will use the method of addition when learning how to multiply. The student learning objective for my lesson is students will be able to solve and complete a worksheet of multiplication equations based on multiplying by the whole number 10. They will do so by using bags filled with goldfish crackers, and in each bag there will be 10 fish. Students will be assessed based on the worksheet that they will complete in groups, and they'll hand in that worksheet after the lesson is over. Students will be seated at their individual desks when the lesson begins, but they will be broken off into groups of 4. For this lesson, I will need 50 Ziploc bags, 500 goldfish crackers, the worksheet, pencils, a computer, the smartboard, a PowerPoint presentation, a YouTube video clip, and a Word document. The lesson will begin by the teacher asking the students to do a warm-up, and after the warm-up is completed, the teacher will ask students, do you remember the steps to multiplying? The students will answer the question and the teacher will write it on the smartboard. The teacher will then tell the students that they will be going on a fishing trip. So like I said, the students will first complete their warm-up, which is displayed on the smartboard. The teacher will ask the students to remember the steps to multiplying, and the students will answer. The teacher will ask the students, how do you think you multiply by the whole number 10? And the students will answer the question, and then the teacher will do an example. The teacher will then explain that if you multiply a number by 10, you just have to add a 0 to the end of that number. To further explain this concept, the teacher will show the video 10 times rock. The teacher will then divide the students into groups of 4 and explain that they're going on a fishing trip. And the students will already have the bags of goldfish on their desk. The students will then be given the multiplication worksheet, and they will have to figure out the equations and then draw their answers. After the group completes their worksheets, the students will volunteer to come up to the smartboard and show their classmates the answers they came up with. They will explain their thought process while up on the smartboard. The teacher will remind the students not to fix their answers, but to mark their answers incorrect or correct. And then they will hand in their worksheet to the teacher. The teacher will close the lesson by collecting the worksheets and then asking the students why they think multiplication is important and where they think they can use multiplication in real-world situations. After that is completed, the students will be asked to take out a piece of paper and write the equation that they think is easiest. So, for example, they will write 10 times 1 equals 10 is the easiest equation. Right here, I included the exit slip data, and on the left column is the numbers that the students chose for the equation. So, for example, this is 10 times 1, and this is the number on the right. The number on the right is how many students picked that number for the easiest equation. Down here is the graph of the data, which was just shown above, and The title is The Student's Opinion on What Number is Easiest to Multiply the Whole Number 10 by. And this is the number of students who chose the numbers. So, for example, 4 students chose the number 1 to multiply what they thought was easiest to multiply the whole number 10 by. Located at the bottom of my wiki site are the resources that I'm going to use during my lesson. So right here is the presentation that I will use. So you just click open. I'm not sure why that's not opening right now, but it's up there, so open. Oh, here it is. So here's the warm-up, and then here's the page to what are the steps to multiplication, and the students will answer the question, and then I will tell them that the same steps are used when multiplying by 10. And then there's a helpful hint, and then here's where they would watch the video. If you go back to my page, you can click on the video.
After that number, you get it. 10 times any number. You put a 0 after that number. You get it. 10 times 1 is 10. You put a 0 after the 1. You get 10. 10 times 2 is 20.
So there's the video, which explains the concept of adding a 0 at the end of a number to get the answer. And the last resource, which I have at the bottom of the page, is the worksheet that the students will need. So here's the worksheet, and it says, let's go fishing, and the students will read the directions, and then here's the equations that they will do. And then below here in this box, they will draw how many fish. So that's the gist of my lesson plan. I hope you liked it.